Okay, this is the last of the I don't know, maybe 7-part series to whatever the heck this idea is, and I just want to close out. What I wanted to do is just do an example of a summary thought. So, uh, I'm gonna just kind of step out and step back and then just jump in. And I had an initial thought and I didn't get it down in time. Going back to one of those previous episodes of talking about capturing it, I wrote something like idea one. That's what I wrote. Instead of just jotting it down with super fast lines to construct that little gift, I didn't, and now I don't have something to talk about for idea one. What I wanted to talk about is, and maybe this will be a great way to end, is idea one. Every exercising of every muscle needs a rest, and the mind is no different. And as you continue to push yourself, you're just gonna run out of options, and you need to reset. And I think I spoke about this a little bit in the past, but I think you could take this one thought and concept and really break it apart into a short, 1 minute clip or something that explains why that thought is what it is, and really have a beginning and end and a point, and allow other people to have a point of view and a perspective, and that dialogue. I don't want, like, people hate like Rush Limbaugh, but people listen to him, and that's all it really is. I'm not Rush Limbaugh or anything like that. I don't even know why I mentioned him. There's a million people out there, but I guess someone who just jibber jabbers into a microphone and offers a point of view, and that's all I'm trying to do, is just give it a little bit more peaceful, centered point of view, and to provide you guys with a different way of thinking and looking at stuff, and just something to do every day, to come back, check in, and see something that's unique, and potentially apply it. And I think the only way this thing's going to get big is if there's an opportunity for repeat customers and coming back, and in repeated engagement. Is the idea has to be fresh, and it has to be valuable. Like, there has to be a need for it. Like, if it's a free idea or a thought that someone can go create and build and construct, like, people would check in. If it's an application that could be thought up or put together or built, but I'm not gonna have the time to do it. People are always looking for good ideas to construct, and maybe I could be that place, or a starting point, or just a reference for people, and just something that people can do with their day, with their time, and step back and take 10 minutes and listen in, hear the thought, and move on. So it's getting late, and I don't know how many, did a handful of full shows, and getting a little weary. It's 12, so about an hour and a half worth, and I think we came to a good place, and we did some fun stuff, and I think there's a bunch of ideas if I sat down and listened to this again to go back into, and to articulate on, and then to find the best way to offer the idea through different forms and different mediums and things. And the original thought was just to flip through the books, but I think just offering ideas from any vantage point that are unique and original could be exciting, and that's content that people might want to engage in. So I'm going to leave it short, cut it off there, and thanks very much for tuning in. It looks like 8 episodes if I titled everything correctly, and I hope you got a little bit, and I think it's a very fragmentic compilation of thought, and it was supposed to be. And there's always ways to go back and read through it and digest it and repackage it, but this is just a pure thought process that was just deconstructed, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. And it's always easy to step outside, and I think the way you do it is you just step outside yourself, and you keep going back like a ring on a tree. You go back one layer, and every time you can go back one layer, Like then you can see the full picture. Like the way I look at it, the layer on the outside of a tree, the first ring that grows out to be the largest, biggest ring, has a chance to see everything on the inside and looking in, and the inability to see what's behind them. So you really want to be that last ring on a tree to get all of the insight that we're able to take in and construct, knowing that there's just a boatload of things that we'll never be able to understand. And so, yeah, so that's just another, maybe that gets re-edited and quick cutted, and you get some nice lighting and you can film it, and these thoughts could all be repurposed. But I'm really happy that we got to spend some time tonight, and I got to use my microphone, and I got to share these thoughts, and maybe something will come of it, maybe it won't. Again, this is just for me, so I've already succeeded. Alright. I'm going to bed. Maybe getting some water. So, good night, everyone. And look forward to speaking with you on this microphone about something different sometime in the future. So, I hope, say a little prayer that this is a pattern that I'm willing to do. So we all get yeah. All right, I'm tired. Good night. Peace. Book 8 over.